Let me show you how to get unlimited local business leads without paying a dime for expensive API subscriptions. Built over 150 automations inside n8n, and honestly, sometimes the free methods often work better than the paid ones with fewer headaches. So why waste hundreds of dollars on Apollo or ZoomInfo when they could be getting the same quality leads for free? So today I'm going to show you how to scrape Google Maps for local business data, extract emails and phone numbers, and update your CRM with them. So it's super simple to set up. The template is available for free in the description. And this is also part of a larger paid lead generation system available in the school community that does everything from LinkedIn people search, LinkedIn reaction scraping, Apollo lead generation, and all of that as well enriched with company info, personal info to create a full outbound system for you. So let's jump straight into scraping unlimited leads and the template here. So when you download and import the template, it's going to be complete with a setup guide. So you're going to need to install Airtable if you want to use Airtable, but of course you can replace this with any database you want. And we'll run through what the Airtable looks like in a moment. We use two tables to effectively collect leads from Google Maps. So in the Airtable, what we do inside the Gmaps leads table, we would type in a Google Maps query. And this is something that you type in if you were searching for local business leads. So say you were looking for barbers in Bristol or a chiropractor in Bath, which are two places in the UK. Then what we do is just put in our Google Maps query, the same as if we were going to Google and actually searching this ourselves. We then put in the maximum number of results that we'd like to retrieve. We have a button which links to a webhook, and we'll show you how to set up in a second. And that's just a clean way to actually activate this using an interface like Airtable. But of course, if you're using something like Google Sheets, then you could just have it activated on a new row instead. And then it updates and comes back with the status that's here. Once this is actually processed, it will generate all the leads. And this is the kind of quality lead you're going to get. So you're going to get a lot of info at, hi at, contact at emails for local businesses. And this doesn't mean that you won't get through to the local businesses because they're not personalized emails. In fact, most local businesses operate using these hello at, contact at emails. So this is the most accessible email or the best email to actually contact those local business leads through. So you'll get a full record, a company record with the email address, with the company URL, so you'll be able to go directly to the website and understand if they are your target customer. And then if you download the full lead generation system, which is available in the paid community, then you can also enrich that with social links. So get their Twitter, their YouTube, their Instagram directly from their website using a paid scraper. And we've got all sorts of additional features here to actually enrich the company, enrich the record, verify that that email is correct, etc. So it's very simple to set this lead gen system up. You're going to open up the template. You're going to copy the table base. You're going to make sure that you're connected into your Airtable credentials. So you're going to set up an access token. We've got instructions on the left-hand side on how to do that. What it's then going to do is actually just search Google Maps. So it's going to use a HTTP request to go to Google Maps and actually just search the query. So you can replicate this yourself as well. Now, when you search Google Maps, it's going to come up with a ton of different businesses, local businesses pertain to your queries. So maybe we're searching for barbers in Bristol. And let's actually go and search that and show you the kind of data that comes back. So first, we're going to set up our webhook. So we're going to double click into our webhook. It's going to give us a production URL here. We're going to copy that production URL, go back to the canvas, make sure that our workflow is active up here. And if we go into our Airtable, we're going to go to Google Maps leads. And inside the button here, we just need to set it up so it sends data of this Google Maps query to our Airtable webhook, to n8n webhook. So we're going to edit the field. And then inside this button, it's effectively just opening that webhook URL. And you can see that we have the production webhook URL here before the question mark. So if you paste in your production URL, we have the question mark and then record ID equals. And then we pass dynamically record ID so we can retrieve this data from Airtable. So like I said, you can set this up in any CRM, but it's not a nice clean output when you're using something like Airtable. So we're going to hit get leads. It's going to say workflow started in a new window. And then it's actually going to come back and immediately update to say that it's in process. So one thing that's really powerful about using Airtable is that you can actually have these status updates. So when we actually start running this workflow, immediately we can give some comms back to the user that actually the workflow has started and it's in progress. Similarly, at the end of this here, it's going to appear as processed, and we're going to get inside the leads list, all of these leads start being added to this Google Maps company's view. Now, all of the other tables in here are irrelevant for this, but a lot of them are part of the complete lead gen system, which is available as a separate workflow. But if we go into the executions, we can see that it's been running for a minute now. So it's going to Google and it's starting to generate queries around barbers in Bristol and pull results back to our leads table. So depending on the websites it's scraping, it's going to take sometimes longer than other times. So this one actually took 9 minutes to execute. So quite long, but again, we're doing this for free. So actually you exchange your time here and waiting, and we don't need to do anything whilst we wait just for it to actually load this up, but it's completely free. So you can see we search Google Maps for the query, and what that does is returns a bunch of HTML data that's not readable for us. So what we're going to do is effectively use a code node to scrape the URLs from there. So what we're effectively looking at is literally extracting all of the URLs from the 209 results that we've got from Google here. And you can see a lot of them are going to need to be stripped out. So we actually filter and sort those later. So originally you pick up things like maps.google.com and Street View, pixels, and we don't want any of that information. We're just looking for company websites of local businesses when we search Google Maps. So what we're doing is effectively filtering out that information. And we're saying if the regular expression or the text contains any of the following, then we're going to strip it out. So if it's Google, like maps.google.com, if it's .org, if it's Sentry, so some tracking information, if it's Wixpress. So we're effectively cutting out all of the non-relevant URLs as much as possible. And then we end up with a bunch of URLs. I mean, you can see we've got duplicates, which we will take out later. We've got cutbox.co.uk, booksy.com, carwinsbarbershop.booksy.com. So booksy.com is maybe a site where multiple people can or multiple vendors are listed. Let's have a look. Yeah, find your Booksy specialist by city, barber, brow and lashes, etc. So you can see we've got lots of different URLs here, but because we're stripping this all out, it's not very clean data. So we're going to remove duplicates. And we're also going to make sure that we're removing duplicates for capitalized and non-capitalized. So we might receive a link and that link could be in there twice still. So we want to make sure we strip all that out and we just have one link, website or product or business. And then what we're going to do is literally just do a GET request on that URL. So it could be hannahsbarber.com. We'll do a GET request. We'll grab all the HTML from their page. And what we're doing is scanning that HTML. As long as they've not got bot blockers, this will work. We're just doing a GET request. We're scanning that HTML. And then all we're doing is grabbing that data. Once we've done that, we can search that data or that HTML that we've extracted from the website for links or specifically for emails. So we're going to search for emails, and we've got the email regular expression in a code node here. And what we're going to say is, if we find an @ symbol, it's highly likely there's going to be an email in there. That's literally what this is saying. So we move on and we effectively split out all of the potential emails that we found. So you can see here, in our second row, we've got info.us@booksy.com, help.us@booksy.com, hello, we are southcentral.com. And we've pulled that multiple times. So again, we're going to strip those out to make sure that we only pull the most relevant ones. And a lot of the time, we're not going to be able to pull an email from the first page. So it just ignores those and actually just pulls the ones from the emails from what we're expecting. So it strips out the emails. And you can see we've potentially got 303 different emails here. But actually, once we go through, we make sure we do the checks on lowercase versus uppercase, like standardize all the data set. We remove duplicate emails, and then we filter out, again, to filter out any of this tracking information, any of Google Maps, any of that. We end up with 10 results. And the reason we're keeping only 10 from this is because at the start, we put in our limit in our Google Maps list of 10 results. So if you wanted to just pull as many as came through, then you could actually just get rid of this limit results node. And anyway, we only had 11 that were coming through from that result. So if we wanted more barbers results, we would search more specific things. So barbers in certain areas, barbers or hairdressers or male salon or anything like that, alternative terms which could pull back the results. And then finally, what it's going to do is basically update the company leads. So in our leads list, which is one giant database of our leads, it's going to update the email address in here and the company URL. And then it's going to go back to the Google Maps leads and tick processed here so that we know that that has run. And what this enables you to do is actually then take those potential leads and potential lead emails and actually put them into your outbound system. So this is just a sub workflow here. And by the way, you can replace with your own database if you want. You don't need to use this Airtable database, but you're able to copy it directly from this template if you wish. But what this does is puts this into a larger system where we can enrich and grab more leads. So often if you're pulling local business leads, you'll also be interested in other lead sources. So Google Maps doesn't always have the best leads. So we can pull leads from Apollo. We've got the Google Maps scrape. We've got a LinkedIn post scraper. So if you're posting on LinkedIn to try and get leads and you want to pull leads from the reactions and likes, then we can do that as well. We can search for things. Maybe we're searching barbers owners in the UK on LinkedIn and we can pull that. And then we can do all of this enrichment as well. So all of this is part of a paid system that feeds into exactly what I've shown you today, but it just extends on the Google Maps scraping functionality. And we have multiple tables of where we pull LinkedIn leads, which are personal leads. We pull hollow leads and we can enrich those using their LinkedIn profiles as well. And then what we showed you today, which was actually just pulling company leads directly. So if you're interested in checking out more, then check out the link in the description below. You can grab the template directly from here, but you can also see our full lead generation army or lead generation system, which is the complete end-to-end one, in the video in the link. Thanks so much for watching.